everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. It looks like I'm a little bit lag over here. Hope y'all lag isn't too bad. I'm not feeling that well today, so we're gonna. Sorry for the late start. That's part of the reason why we have the late start. I'm not feeling that well today. Um, I'm going to just go straight into the show. We're gonna do the show, uh, and then we're gonna go from there. Um, Today we're gonna be talking about the YSL trial. They have all of the jurors now. They finally acquired all of the jurors. Basically, what happened was, whenever they have these trials, one of the things that they do, for everybody that don't know, um, they have to hold hearings, and we've spoken about this before. So I'm just going to be reiterating a couple of things so you can understand what's happening, and for the people that's new here. So basically, what happens is they have to do, excuse me, they have to have hearings in court to see which evidence is going to be allowed, which evidence isn't going to be allowed. And so, just in case either side has a grievance, so it could be addressed before the trial actually starts, right? So, you have a lot of pre-trial hearings. So, basically, they were at a pre-trial hearing, and while they're having these pre-trial hearings, they're also whittling down which jurors they're going to actually use. So, they started with thousands and they got down to 48. So after they went through the 48 and the defense and the prosecution got to give we don't want those guys. We don't want that guy. We don't want that lady. After they got to do all of that, they finally got it down to 18. And so you're asking, how can they start with all of these thousands and they get down to a number like 48 without the prosecution or the defense, the prosecution or the defense using any of their exceptions? That's because the judge and the court actually sifts through the jurors first, because you got people that don't want to be there. They have a million excuses in the world. You have other people who just aren't, they probably shouldn't just be on the trial for whatever the reason might be. The court works in having these individuals removed. Just so we can be clear, the court works to have these individuals removed. So basically what happens is they whittle down to 48. Then from the 48, after all the exceptions and everything, they finally got down to 18. That's going to be 12 actual jurors, and that's going to be, the rest are going to be alternates. So the trial is supposed to be starting November 27th. That's on a Monday. That's right after my birthday, by the way. My birthday's coming up. I was born in November. So that starts on a Monday. This is my birthday month. Nah, ain't that big of a deal. In any regard, I want to discuss that trial just in general. Anything that y'all want to talk about, that is up in the air. Also, I want to start the show off talking about the situation that happened in Brooklyn when you had that gentleman that decided that he was going to take the life of the father and his oldest son. And I can't stress this enough. We policing ourselves isn't just somebody is doing something in our neighborhood that we don't like and we're going to try to, do something about it. Policing ourselves is also not allowing for negativity to exist. We have a problem in our neighborhoods. We have a problem in our community where we allow for people that don't do, or just negative situations to just keep festering and festering and festering and getting worse and worse and worse until the worst things happen. I think that this is a great example of that, a terrible example of it. It's a good example of that, but it's a terrible thing that happened. So basically, just so we can be clear, I'm just going to run through the situation that happened in that particular event. This family moves into this home, this apartment. I find it interesting because as soon as they moved in, dudes started complaining that there was too much noise coming from their apartment. So my question is, why did the previous tenants move? You see, I'm going to give you a good example. for anybody that's ever watched this channel. You see how we go places and every where we go places, there's always people trying to, like, no matter how hard I'm trying to not have conflict, there's people trying to create conflict with me. Like, no matter how hard I'm trying to, I don't even want to deal with this, and I'm trying to not be involved in the conflict. Like, there's people like how we got the dude that comes up to us, but he never says anything good. It's always conflict. It's always him coming up to me to try to tell me what I'm doing is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Like, conflict. So they're trying to make me look like I'm a person that's always camera. I'm not doing anything. I'm minding my business. Think about that guy that did this terrible event as if he was the person. And who's this dude saying he's listening? Just so I could be clear and say the thing that you don't want to hear. Who's this dude telling me he's listening? Tell me the thing I'm not supposed to, what you listening for. Put me on the game so I can help you. Just make this real quick. You don't got to wait in here doing nothing. That's a threat, right? Tell me the thing you listening for. That was a threat, right? Now I'm threatening you back. Tell me the thing you listening for. Okay. Let me know what it is so I can make sure I do it. Oh, my fault. My apologies, fam. Some dude walked up to me in the street the other day and straight up threatened me and told me that I better not do this and I better not do that. And he was like, I'm listening. So I thought that was you. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies, fam. Shout out to Black Polo. My apologies, fam. It was actually, I'm telling you, I'm living in a different world. I don't live in a normal society like regular people. My apologies. My deepest apologies. I'm sorry about that. Let me get back to the actual content. I keep trying to tell you, I don't live in the real regular world where people treat me like dependent on the way that I am. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I live in a totally different world. Anyway, in any regard, this is a terrible thing that happened, but this is a great example of why we have to remove people from our community that foster hate. Imagine if this dude that was busy complaining about those that family above him would have been able to get people on his side to help him complain on those people. Now, I'm going to tell you something about a lot of buildings in New York City. You can hear your neighbors, fam. I'm going to tell you something else that I find interesting about dude. They said he got a sister, but I didn't hear about him having a family. I didn't hear about him having a wife. I didn't hear about him having kids. Men need to have a family. It's important for us. I know women think all men is out here just doing is just trying to bang chicks. That's not what's happening. I promise you, that's not what's happening. A lot of chicks will be your piece until y'all start having sex. Now, all of a sudden, she not your piece no more. She'll be your piece. The nigga will be like, that's where my piece is at. He'll go to that place because that's where his piece is. And then, as the relationship carries on, that place now is not where his piece is found anymore. Men are gonna go where they find peace. You never heard about a nigga cheating on some chick or cheating on his wife with some chick that makes his life difficult, have you? So what I'm saying is that dude that was living alone, it's maybe, or he did not have a family that we know of, or that we know of. killed that father, unalived that father, and his next up, his next born, his firstborn, pardon me. He had nothing, is the point that I'm trying to make. He couldn't even appreciate that that man was a family man. Did that dude come out of his house with some scissors in his hands and all that is threatening? He absolutely did. But did that dude also get shot in his back? He absolutely did. We have to do something in our community. We have to figure out a way that we gonna work together and stop working against one another. We have to start figuring out a way. More people need to love themselves. Help your neighbor be happy. People are so busy trying to make other individuals miserable, and then they wonder why our society is the way that it is. Y'all busy trying to help people feel miserable. Y'all busy trying to help destroy people's lives. So forget about the actual life you're destroying. Think about all of the negative energy that you're helping to foster. Think about all of the people that they don't even know it, but they're moving away from God and moving away from any kind of righteous energy. They don't even know it, though. They might be thinking they're doing something good, but the whole entire time they're helping somebody evil do something evil. I was talking to my computer guy last night. One of them. I've been talking to both of them recent. I talked to both of them yesterday, communicated with both of them, but I had a conversation with one of them. And in that conversation, we were speaking about the specs, how we're going to work everything, which computer that I thought is and this and that. So I need for y'all to understand what's about to happen. But I'll give you a good picture of it. You go back to look at some videos that I was making 5 years ago. Look at those videos. You'll have to see the next generation of those videos when I wasn't always doing live streams and I was editing footage. But now we have a football team to follow. If we ever get anybody around here that would like, if we ever get any people around here that would like to work with me in any capacity, it's going to get lit. But I have to assume that that's never going to happen because of you know who. So that's not what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on content that I can personally create, and I don't need anyone to help me create. So expect to see series like American Killers coming back. The snitching is definitely coming back. It's not even of question. So expect to see those series come back. Like I said, we're about to have all of our equipment, or at least more equipment, or at least working equipment. Expect to see some of those things. I don't need anybody to work with me. All I need is my computers. So for all the people that don't want to work with me, it's fine. I consider that God's protection. Just so we could be clear. In any regard, we have to get all of the hate and animosity out of our neighborhoods. How are we going to do better if all we can do is show the youth that we just angry at each other all the time? How can we have a better next generation if all we do is show this current generation that all we do is hate each other and want to hold each other back and want to prevent each other from success? So, homeboy that did what he did, the police ran into him. He only had a knife. He lunged at the police with a knife. He was shot, I believe, 4 times. 3 times in the torso, 1 time in the leg. I think it's right leg. He emptied his clip on that father and that son. He didn't even have any more. He didn't even have any more rounds left. He had no more bullets left. He emptied the clip. When the police ran into him, all he had left was a knife. I think it's cold outside. I've been wearing my jacket and haven't been needing it. So maybe we still go outside because it's really sunny. I'm not feeling well though. So I don't know. Let's get back to the YSL situation. I just want to be clear about this, about the senseless crimes are going to continue to happen as long as people think it's okay to stir the pot. I don't know if that family was making a lot of noise or not. I have not the slightest idea. But when that dude, and you see the camera, and he went to go knock on that door, it looked like he was going through something that had nothing to do with that family. But he brought that problem to that family. And I think that that's the main thing I'm trying to explain. I'm pretty sure whatever issue that guy had with people making noise had nothing to do with the noise and had nothing to do with the family. Okay, so you know how you got people who are sometimes just disturbed by other people? That has to deal with the fact that that person might be igniting a memory. That person might, their presence, their mere presence might be igniting a memory in the other individual. Their mere presence might be igniting an insecurity in the other individual. So what I'm trying to say is, often when people are projecting towards you their hate, that has to deal with the fact that they dislike themselves. That has to deal with the fact that they got an issue that don't got nothing to do with you. Their actual issue don't have nothing to do with you. You haven't done anything. Their actual issue is internal. They're just finding conflict with you because they need an outward source to shoot it at. That's it. You haven't done anything. The more you look at situations like that, the more, in my opinion, you understand who you should and shouldn't be around. So, I don't know. Pay attention to shit like that. Anyway, in any regard, I'm not doing that well this morning. I'm not feeling well today. In any regard, they finally found the jurors, getting back to Young Thug. They finally found the jurors for Young Thug. That's a big win for, I'm going to assume, the courts. I don't know if it's a big win for the prosecution or the defendant, but being able to actually get the trial started now is definitely a big win. Obviously, they weren't able to get the trial started. Didn't seem like they were like there was gonna be a big issue with them being able to get jurists. They finally got the jurists that they need. They got 18 selected. That's gonna be 12, obviously, and then all the rest are gonna be alternates. So now we're finally getting to the actual trial. They had a couple of people removed. As we've seen, there was a couple of co-defendants that was just, they got them removed, especially the one guy that was acting crazy in court all day. But he already got a life sentence. So I guess none of this mattered to him. He's already got a life sentence or some shit like that. I think that that is more of what needs to happen, just so we could be clear. I think that it's all a trick. Pardon me, not a trick. I think it's part of the plan to put people in prison. Wait until they're more violent and then releasing them. You know, putting violent criminals in prison, people who should not be released back out into the public. Like, how do you, like, let's say you have a person that unloads and they kill 4 or 5 people. How do they even got a chance to be free again? I'm not saying somebody that did it from self-defense. I'm saying somebody that went to a place in order to do a thing. I'm not even saying a person that shit just went left and then they just pulled out a random gun and shot. I'm talking about people who they were determined to go commit a crime. So that's one of the things that I do believe that they do. They take our violent criminals, they put them in jail, they make sure that they figure out a way to make sure that they only do about 10, 15 years, people who they know are going to commit more crimes. People that you know is going to commit more crimes. That's why you got to avoid this shit. Like, I'm going to explain my situation real quick, and then I'm just want to explain. When dude walked up to that guy's door, he was just looking for the guy to encounter him in any way at all so he could feel justified in whatever evil he was planning. I'm going to say this again. When dude went and knocked on his door, he just wanted homeboy to respond in any way that he would that could make him feel justified for what he did. I promise you, he went there with the intentions of shooting and killing these people. But he also wanted to look like he was defending himself. I'm going to give you a best example. Like when I was at the library, when those kids came into the library, if I would have beat those kids up, you know what would have happened? They would have said that I'm some guy that be at the library arguing with people, and some kids came in there and they wanted to read a book, and then all of a sudden I got into a fight with them. I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be in trouble. Then when I was just recently standing in the parking lot, some other kids came up to me then, was talking crazy. Not too crazy. We're not going to act like they was talking crazy. They wasn't talking crazy. They came there for a discussion. But let's say something happened between me and them out there in that street. What you think is going to happen? If I win, I lose. So that's what they're trying to do to me. They're trying to do to me like what that dude did to that guy in that house. They're trying to get him to engage. They're trying to get me to engage. So therefore, when they do evil, it could seem like the reason why they did evil, that they were in the right. One of the things that I've been constantly telling y'all over here is that you have to understand is the devil don't care if you win or lose. The devil just wants you to play the game. It don't matter to the devil if I lose my life or if one of them lose their, don't matter. The devil is sitting in a whole nother state right now. Zeke Black, he's sitting in a whole nother state. He can't wait for something to happen to me or something to happen to one of the other people. He can't wait. The other people, they're not very smart. They're actually pretty stupid. So I have to make a choice. Do I want to put myself in a position, win or lose, to lose? Or do I want to wait on God and let God handle it? I'm going to let God handle it. Because when God handle it, it's handled forever. Also, by me letting God handle it secures your seat in hell. So I'm going to let God handle it. Y'all just don't know how the Bible work. I do, kinda. Kinda. So I'm going to let all of these people doing evil to me secure your place in hell. So even if I live in this plane of existence, I won't lose in the next. Even if I lose in this plane of existence, I won't lose in the next. I just got to make sure that I don't follow you. That's it. That's it. That's all. Anything y'all want to talk about revolving around what the topic or any other topic? Anything that y'all want to talk about revolving around this topic or any other topic? Remember, Satan just wants you to become like Satan. So they want me to go argue and fight and have all of this weirdo shit going on. They trying to make me evil like they are. They want me to be up here telling you to go do evil things. They want me to be up here bad-mouthing them. They want me to be up here slandering or talking negative or going back at them and saying things that God don't want. That's what they want. So they're trying to goad me into saying that, into doing those things by calling me pussy. I'm going to say something. Do y'all remember the movie Back to the Future? Back to the Future gave one of the best lessons ever in the history of lessons. How many times was Marty winning and all he had to do was walk out and somebody said chicken? And he just turned around and effed everything up. How many times? Let me see how cold it is outside. I'm not really feeling well, but see how cold it is outside. But what did I tell you? I told y'all before. Why I keep trying to tell you that dude is talking to all of y'all kids out here. All of y'all kids. One of y'all something. Yeah, that dude is outside. That angel kid. He talking to all of y'all kids. He got all of y'all kids. He ain't gonna be happy to something bad happen to one of y'all kids. It might not be bad happening through me. It might be bad happening through somebody else. It might be a whole situation where they do something to each other. But that dude, he in y'all kids' ear. He's in y'all kids' ear. Got y'all kids out here doing crazy shit. Got y'all kids out here involved in his grown man business. He a whole grown man. Talking all type of shit, talking crazy about me, but he got y'all kids involved in grown people business. And I don't even want to have nothing to do with none of this shit. So I'm not even doing anything. It's him. He's out here recruiting y'all children. He recruiting children out here in Coney Island to get involved in some kind, I don't know if it's a gang or whatever the fuck that shit is. But he out here recruiting kids in Coney Island to join him. Now, if you trying to tell me I shouldn't have a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. Why you think all of these kids keep coming up to me? Got a dude out here recruiting your kids. I told y'all. That ain't on me, though. Told y'all. Don't gotta take my word for it. Give me a second. He got outside recruiting children to go run up on grown men. So he's sending y'all kids outside with weapons and everything else to go run up on a grown man. That's what he doing. How do y'all even let a nigga like that be in the community? I don't have the slightest idea. This is new world shit. I don't know it. Told you, people like that, niggas be, it could be the Bronx, man. Could be the Bronx, man. I'm not even saying that to be a dick. I'm just saying what it is. Could be the Bronx, man. Could be the Bronx. Cause not no gang, nobody would have gave a nigga, nobody gonna back a nigga like that. Nobody is gonna back a nigga like that, man. Nobody is gonna back a nigga like that. Nobody. So you talk all of this crazy shit, but you too scared to go anywhere near the nigga. So you sending little kids. Nobody's gonna be jacking that, fam. Sorry, nobody's gonna be jacking that. I'm sorry. Just out here, I guess. I don't know. So you a grown coward sending little kids to go harass a grown man. And you want us to treat you like you a grown man, though. You also want us to have sympathy for you. Why this grown man that you sending these kids after is trying to live his life and you harassing him. Because you tried to fucking steal from him and it didn't work. I don't know what to tell you. Oh shit, I forgot everything. The world is a crazy place, man. You see what Israel is doing right in front of everybody's eyes. Don't nobody care. Well, people care. I've been seeing a lot of Jews speaking out against Israel. A lot of Jews speaking out against Israel. A lot. Like you can go online and they're like everywhere speaking out against Israel. I heard this Jewish guy say a thing. I tried to save the clip. I hope I was able to save it. But they're not speaking out against Israel as much as they're speaking out against Zionists, apparently. They're saying that Zionists and Israel, Zionists and Jews are different. Like it's like I'm not getting all into it. In Judaism, I'm not getting all the way into that. I probably need to listen to it a couple of more times and from a couple of different angles in order for me to be able to really give you good commentary on that. I think I got the gist of what he was saying, and I'm confident that I have the gist in what he was saying. But I think that it'll be a little bit more, it'll be a much more shit. I forgot to do something. I think it'll be much more, how do you say? I think it'll just be a better move if I get a little bit more informed. It just seems like this is a conversation that when I talk about it, I need to be talking to somebody that knows more about it than I do, you know? I don't want to be talking about it unless I'm talking to somebody that knows more about it than I do, at least, you know, the first couple of conversations I have about this. That's generally what I do. When I really want to find out about something, I go find somebody that knows more about it than I do, and then I go have a conversation with them on the matter. So that's generally how I do it. Give me 1 second, I forgot to do something. That's how you learn. That's why you always gotta have people around that know shit you don't know. That's why you gotta know stuff you don't know. It don't got anything to do with being smarter, like, and anything totally, because they could just have information you don't have. It's like you got information they don't have. It's good to have friends like that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't really want to say what the rabbi, because it was a rabbi that was speaking. So I'll tell you what the rabbi was saying, the gist of it, at least of what I gathered. If anybody has anything to add to it, throw it in the chat. But this isn't something that I'm too well versed at the moment. But I will go and make sure that I learn more about it. In any regard, and that's another reason why I'm just a really good page to follow, in my opinion. Because I literally stop everything I'm doing sometimes and just research shit right in the moment, just to make sure that I'm able to have, because it piques my interest. In any regard. So the rabbi was speaking, and the rabbi said that Judaism and Zionism is two different things. Being a Zionist and Judaism is two different things. So one of them just has to deal with giving Jewish people, having their own state. That's what being a Zionist has to deal with. And if you follow the Lord's commandments and what the Lord says with Judaism, then the Lord's people aren't supposed to be able to have a home yet. We're not supposed to have a nation. We're not supposed to have a land of our own, or a land of their own. So there are devout followers of Judaism that don't believe that Israel should have, that the Jewish people should have a state. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
All right, chilling. All right. That don't believe that the Jewish people should have a state. So that's why, I'm not going to say that's why, but that's kind of part of some of what the conflict is. I just crossed the street so we can get the sunlight, so I'm not always walking in the damn shade. So that's part of what the conflict is, why you have some Jews that are starkly against the situation that's currently happening in Israel, and why you have some that are with, opposing, some are with. Just so y'all know. So when you see Jewish people that are saying that they're against what's happening, that's because they're not Zionists. And when you see the Jewish people that are for it, that's because they are Zionists. Now, whether a Zionist is good or bad, I'm not here to discuss that. You can feel about that however you want to feel about that. Once again, these aren't necessarily my politics. So, I'm just a visitor in this conversation for the most part. But I do find it interesting that morning. I do find it interesting that the Judaism basically says that the Lord's people aren't going to have their own home, aren't going to have their own land. And, Israel has been a state for quite some time now. So just something to just throw out there that I find interesting. You literally only think of one group of people on the planet that don't have their own state. Just saying, in any regard. Oh, wow. I just thought of something. Oh, wow, that's bananas. Anyway, I don't want to hear that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Hit the 39-minute mark. I can't wait for this trial to start. Like, what do y'all think is going to happen? I can't wait for the trial to start. Because, look, you got to look at it like this, right? So, what's going to happen if, and we don't know if this is going to happen yet, though, but what is going to happen if your man Gunner has to go, what's up, my brother? If Gunner has to go take the stand, all right? What's going to happen if Gunner got to take the stand, fam? Because remember, everybody got mad at him for snitching. Then everybody cool with him now because he dropped the bomb-ass album, apparently. So I want to know, what's going to happen if he has to take the stand? If the government says, you know what, F that. We need him to take the stand. Does he have to drop another bomb-ass album? Black people are crazy. Y'all was like, the last thing you ever do in the world is snitch. If you snitch, we never fucking with you ever. But if you drop a bomb-ass album, We weird, fam. We weird. We weird as shit. Like, we never fucking with that guy. He's a snitch. He's the worst. He's a rat. But if he drop a bomb-ass album, I don't know. Probably, good morning. All right. He's probably doing all of the things. Dropping that bomb-ass album. I don't even care about none of this shit. I keep telling y'all. I'm an advocate for safe streets. You got a lot of people out here. We need the streets to be safe. I'm an advocate for safe streets. Morning, my brother. I'm an advocate for the people that live in the community policing their own community. I'm an advocate for that also. So it's not I'm an advocate for police. I'm just advocate for straight streets. I'm an advocate for if somebody is committing a crime. Pardon me. What's up, my brother? I'm an advocate for if somebody is committing a crime and some other citizen gets involved in the shit and helps sort it out, that the police don't then, want to put charges on the citizen that helped sort it out. I'm here for that. Make it so that when people see crime being committed, that they don't have hesitation in trying to help whoever's going to be they don't hesitate in helping the victim. I think a lot of times nowadays, people hesitate in helping the victim because you don't know how shit going to sort out. Think about, like, it's not as common as it probably used to be, but yeah. So I'm here for that. Don't get that confused. The problem is this. Sometimes there are crimes that's being committed, but they're not really crimes. The person is in defense of somebody else. But since nobody talk to the police, now that individual might go to jail because now it might look like it was a gang crime. Or now it might look like it was a crime of passion or some whole other shit because the police can't get the real story that this dude was actually saving that other person's life. So we just need to change the way that we deal. We have to decide that we know that there's corrupt police and we know that there's corrupt politicians, but there's also not corrupt police and there's also not corrupt politicians. So we got to decide and start moving on that energy. Copy? That energy. That's the energy we got to decide to start moving on. For real. Corruption is going to be there, fam, but there's also people that's not corrupt. Also, there's also corrupt people that's willing that want the same thing that you want. They happen to be corrupt, but they want the same thing that you want. That sounds wild as shit, fam, but believe me, that's how the world works. Yeah, that's how the world works. So look at it like that. Stay focused. Feel me? Good morning, my brother. All right. Look at it like that, Now we gonna make shit happen. I really wish when I first came out here and moved to Coney Island, like I had such strong energy. Like my energy was like so different. Like I wanted to work with people so bad. I was like, my energy was so different. Good morning. I mean, I'm still like a reserved individual. Don't get it confused. Here's what it is. Anyway, shout out to the Coney Island Sharks. One of the organizations that we know out here that's doing stuff for the youth. When we find other organizations that's doing that, we're going to cover them also. It's important to know who's out here. Blood, sweat, and tears in it. It's important, Shout out to the Coney Island Sharks. Shout out to Coach Knight. Shout out to Coach Reggie. Shout out to Priscilla. And I only forgot the other coach's name. I'm upset about that. Because he be out there, he be doing the job, he be doing his job too. He's the dude that always got the, oh man, next time I'll make sure I get his name. We're going to definitely shout him out. He's doing a great job. They all doing a great job. They all giving the kids what the kids need, What up to the few? They all giving the kids what the kids need, Kids need structure. Kids need to be able to also see grown black men, grown men that look like them, getting along and all fighting for a specific purpose, fighting towards one goal. I think that that's something that, you know, we miss when we don't have family. I think that's something that we miss when we don't have a united family. We miss being a part of something where everybody is searching for towards the same goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we miss that. That's something that we don't have, right? We miss that as people. So we need to be able to show these kids that we could fight towards a goal together. You know what I'm saying? Whether we accomplish it or not, that we can work together. And I think that that's one of the best things about putting, especially young boys, into sports. You know, it teaches us how to work together. No, I think that that's important. So shout out to Coney Island Sharks. I got some dope ass ideas I would love to do with the coaches and with the players. I got some dope ass ideas. I'm just sitting on them because I can't never tell nobody about nothing, because people like stealing my shit and then going and doing it with other people, or at least trying to steal my shit and then going and doing it with other people. I haven't actually done anything. They tried a ton of times though. In any regard, is there anything else y'all want to speak on? Put it in the chat. But I want to know what's going to happen. Like, also, if Young Thug gets convicted, like, I want to know what happened. What happens if Young Thug gets, like, it's a good chance he's going to get convicted. We know that. All right? Real good chance. But, like, what happens, like, with Gunna? Because y'all can't tell me everybody now is cool with Gunna, but y'all still salty at 6ix9ine. What about the next nigga that snitch? Y'all gonna be salty with him too unless he drop a bomb-ass album? So I need to know how this shit work. Because everybody keep these, you have these street dudes, they say, there's no snitching, there's no talking to the police, there's no this, there's no that, there's no this, there's no that. But as soon as a nigga could get to the bag and make some bread, everybody cool. They don't care how much snitching he did. They trying to figure out how he never really snitched in the first place. Nigga snitch, man. We all heard it. Did they really take Palestine off the map? I need to explain that question. That question is really more vague than you probably think it is. I need it to be a little bit, I need you to specify, I need it to be a little bit more specific. That's actually really, really vague, that question. Extremely vague, whether you know it or not. You might not know it. It's extremely vague. Explain what you mean. They take Palestine off the map. Explain. If you mean in after the war, I think it was like 1948 or something like that, they actually invaded Palestine, and that's when they moved the Jewish people into Palestine. Is that what you're talking about? Like, they just went in there and just started just moving niggas. Like, you just had no rights to any of your property. Like, it was, and this was the world doing this. This was bananas, because you got to think about it like this. You had a whole Holocaust just happen, and then right after the Holocaust happened, the people of the world decided to run Palestine out of their home. So that's bananas. I don't know I don't know no other way to explain that. That's fucking bananas. Is that what you're talking about? Or you talking about what's currently happening and how basically, okay, so y'all might not know about this. So a little while ago, BB, oh, is that what they call him? Benjamin Netanyahu? A little while ago, one of the things that he did was they're trying to do some kind of, good morning, they're trying to do some kind of new, like, weird trade route through the area. Like, this is some real shit I'm telling you about. So they're trying to do some new trade route through the area. And the trade route basically goes through some of the places where they're now fighting. I'm going to say that much. Once again, this is just something that I gleaned. I didn't spend but so much time going into the information. This is just something that I gleaned. So basically, Benjamin Netanyahu was having a conversation about a thing, and he basically said that there's a new trade route or something like that they're trying to establish, and it's supposed to be like a really long. Good morning. How you doing today? Good morning. It's supposed to be a really long trade route, apparently, and it's supposed to do a lot of things. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I have no idea though. I saw a post, something about Google Maps and Apple Maps take them off the map. I haven't seen or heard anything about that yet. But if the war is currently still going on and they're talking about taking them off the map right now, that means that how? The war is currently going on. Nobody's lost, nobody's won. You trying to tell me that Google and Apple already deemed that they already figure who's going to be eradicated off the map? Or did something already happen and we just don't know about it yet? Things to be mindful of. I don't know. But no, I didn't hear about Google Maps. Good morning. All right. But no, I didn't hear about Google Maps, and I didn't hear about, this is all information you're just giving me right now. I didn't know anything about that. But once again, that seems like there's a plan. Right? Seems like there's a plan. I'm for the people. I don't care about these politics. I don't care about none of that. I'm for the people. God says that he wants peace. He says that God says that he hates violence. So I don't want unnecessary violence. Is there necessary violence? Absolutely. But I don't want unnecessary violence. And I want peace. So I don't want violence that doesn't bring peace. Because peace is the ultimate outcome. That in it. But no, I didn't hear anything about that. But the state of Palestine basically hasn't been there for years. Dog, they don't even get to like live their own life. You know this, right? Like where they live at, Jewish people could just come and just take their shit. Just throw all of their furniture out their home, just live in their house. There's nothing they can do about it. They could just take their car. There's anything that's in their possession. Jewish people could just come and take it. There's nothing they can do about it. Nothing. They can't complain because it's lawful. There's nothing they can do about it. It's just that's what it is. So I don't feel comfortable supporting that type of behavior. I told y'all voting for Biden. What y'all gotta understand is this: when y'all vote for somebody, that means more than you think. You think it's not a big deal, but everything we do is a big deal. We're gonna be held accountable for all of our actions, no matter how small, no matter how big. So when you vote for somebody, understand that's a representation of what you want to happen in the world. That's a representation of how you feel. That's a representation of you. Not just here in this earthly plane, but also to the Most High. Y'all voting for people Just understand that your vote means more. That's why I told you it's better to vote for nobody than to vote for somebody you don't feel comfortable in voting for because they don't push your politics or they don't, have your type of they're not trying to do what you want with something that you agree with. There gotta be. I'm saying it sounds like it's a plan. I'm not saying it has to be a plan, but if you're telling me that they're already removing Palestine from Google Maps and Apple Maps, those are the people that run the world. I mean, I don't know if this is a thing. Was it just a how do you say? Was it just a ad asking? Like, was it just a article talking about the possibility? Or was it an article saying that this is something that they're actually doing or thinking of? That's what I'm curious about. Sheesh. Fucking fam. From what I gather, I don't say hi to everybody all the time. So I think that person feels away. But sometimes I'm in the middle of talking. If I say hi to every single person that walks past every single time, I would never be able to get through a sentence. Generally, I say hi to people when I'm in between saying something. Like, I don't understand why she's angry about that. She really had to stand there and have a whole conversation over this. Did I do something to her? No, there's not another war brewing. All of these are the same war. Shout out to Toombs. All of this shit is the same war. It's not another war brewing. No, she a cutie too. I don't know why she mad at me. Like, I didn't say nothing to them. I didn't say nothing to a ton of people that just walked past. I just came out here. I'm not in that zone yet where I'm saying hi to everybody. I feel bad I upset her. No, this is all the same war. Yemen, I believe, said they're about to get involved, because get involved in the Israel-Gaza situation. This is all the same war, fam. This is all the same war. This is all the same war. This ain't another war. It's the same war that was going on 2 years ago I was talking to y'all about. I was telling y'all about all this shit. She was cute. She was mad, though. Maybe that's why I didn't say hi to you. You was mad. I'm probably not going to say hi to mad chicks. I don't. She was mad, though. Maybe that's why I didn't say hi. Good morning. She was cute, though. Put it in the chat what y'all want to talk about. The other war brewing, academics and Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana said he's going to beat up academics and then bang them. I don't know what to say about that. If I was DJ Academics, I'd never talk to Saucy Montana, never talk about Saucy Montana. Once a dude say some shit to me like that, there's no, I want to forget you alive. Morning, my brother. All right? Yeah. You gonna beat me up and then bang me? Nah, we're not doing that, fam. I'm never, good morning. Good morning. Hey, what up there, homeboy? What up there, homeboy?
Oh, she's very friendly. That's funny. She don't like other dogs, though.
Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Look at your coat. Look at, yes, sir.
Oh, you want me to, could you be on your punch?
Yes, sir. Hold on. No, turn around that way. I want to use the other camera. Turn around that way.
Okay.
Boom. Absolutely. Hey, what you doing over here? Super cutie. Hey, super cutie. Where you at? I don't know how to call her. What's her name? Coco. Hey, Coco. What are you doing? All of the things? Yeah, she's super cute. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Give me that.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Super cutie. Super cute. That was dope. All right, what we talking about? Yeah, nah. Once some dude say what Saucy Montana, whatever, Santana, whatever that guy name is, whatever some dude say some shit like that to me, nah, I'm not talking to you no more. We not beefing. We not nothing. I don't even know you exist. We're not even a thing. Somebody couldn't talk to me about you no more. People would say your name, I wouldn't hear nothing. Your name wouldn't exist no more. I wouldn't even be able to go to the store and tell people I want sauces. I'd have to say something like paste or some shit. What kind of paste do y'all got in here? Fuck that. Nah, if I was I wouldn't cover the city girls. Good morning. I wouldn't cover the city girls no more. I wouldn't nothing. Nothing. Y'all want it. Y'all want it. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no beef. Y'all won. That's it. That'll be the end of that. I'm not having that conversation. I'm not dealing with y'all. That's how I'm dealing with it. I'm not dealing with y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want to talk about y'all. If anybody come to me trying to talk about y'all to me, I'm probably not talking to those people no more. That nigga say he wants to beat me up and bang me, fam. We not doing that. I'm into zero of that energy. Good morning. All right. Nah, I'm into zero of that energy. We is not doing that. You is not beating me up and then banging me, fam. You could beat me up, fam. We can fight, is what I'm saying. Whatever happens. But if I happen to lose, I'm not getting banged, fam. So we're not doing this. Nah, we're not doing that. I don't want to argue with none of them niggas. Yeah, nah, I'm not arguing with none of them niggas. See, that's why I keep trying to tell you. Like, there's a point where we having discourse, right? And then there's a point where something else is going on. This ain't discourse no more. Niggas is flirting. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we not arguing no more. Y'all trying to flirt with me. Nah, nigga. Part of my language, you know I'm trying with the cursing. But we is not doing that. We doing zero of that. That is not something we doing, fam. So now, when Saucy Santana says something like that, it's a dub, fam. I'm not even mad at y'all. I don't want no beef with y'all. We not covering the city girls no more. Don't call me up later and talk about how y'all want promotion. Y'all only sold 9,000 copies of your last album. I don't want to hear about how y'all want promotion. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing. We good. I'm good on y'all. If I was academics, I'd never talk about the city girls again. Never. I promise you. I would never talk about them. I would not, and academics is a big platform. I would not talk about them so much that when I actually do talk about them, I mean, I would not talk about them so much that it'll be a thing. You understand what I'm saying? All right? It'll be a thing that I don't talk to them. It'll be a thing. Like, people will be like, yo, they can't get on academics. I promise you, I would never talk about them. Matter of fact, if you notice, I don't talk about the city girls over here. When do we talk about the city girls if y'all guys don't come in here and mention them? Name one of those Instagram influencers that run around with the gay dudes that when they get into an argument, like stepping up to the front and saying shit that we talk about. We don't talk about none of them, do they? I live in New York City. I'm going to tell you right now the worst female to try to pick up. The female that got the male gay friend outside with her. That's the worst one. Because as soon as shit go left, this nigga's going to want to fight. But you fighting him, to him, is you fighting a woman. So also you're a pussy because you fighting a woman, even though it's a man. I mean, it's really complicated. So yeah, I don't really deal with them in general. I'm not hating on nobody. I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm just saying my personal preference is to stay away from a situation where some chick might just start arguing for whatever the hell her reason might be. You know, maybe I do say something or maybe I don't. I don't know. And then she gets mad at me and now I got some dude over there dressed up like a woman that want to fight. I'm not doing this, fam. I'm doing zero of this, fam. We're not doing any of this. We ain't doing any of this, fam. Good morning. So I just prefer, I don't say nothing to them. I leave them alone. If I'm outside in the street, I generally, I just don't, like, okay, so I'm super, super friendly. I'm just haven't been very friendly because people have not been very friendly to me. But I'm super friendly. Like, if it's not hard to find out about me. You can go back to any neighborhood I've ever lived in. I used to live in 161st Street. I used to live over there. Go ask them about Spreewell or Psycho Bob. I used to live in Concourse Village. Ask about me over there, Spreewell or Psycho Bob. I used to live 161st and Park Avenue. All of these are dangerous places, by the way. Go ask about me. You can ask them. They know me by Spreewell, but they know me by Psycho Bob. Go ask them about me. I'm sending you places that I actually lived. These places are all dangerous, so please don't go there by yourself. And I'm not capping, but go ask about me. All these places is dangerous, so I'm not telling nobody to just go there. Like, shout out to H with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. You the man. Yeah, nah, I don't argue with that. I see a chick, and let's say I feel like talking to shorty, and she with, like, I'm not doing that. Because all it has to do is one thing go left. Now that nigga talking to me crazy. And then I'm gonna me being me, I'm still gonna try to turn around and walk away. Because I don't have time for this shit. You gotta understand how much shit I turn around and walk away from. But people, while I'm turning around and walking away, will say shit like, but you a grown man. I'm not the one arguing, you rat bastard. You are, part of my language. But you the one arguing. I'm not arguing. Yeah, like, where I'm talking about, like, these is, I'm just saying, like, go ask about me, though. Don't just go around there asking about people, though. Like, know somebody over there. Because if you just go over there and just start asking about anyone, it might, like, that, like, in any neighborhood, that could be bad. You know what I'm saying? In any neighborhood, that could be bad. In any neighborhood, that could be bad. You know what I'm saying? Go ask about me. They'll tell you. I'm loved. Like, I'm loved. They'll tell you. Nigga give you the shirt off his back. They'll tell you. I'm loved. I don't got a cat. What else y'all want to talk about? But yeah, if I was DJ Academics, I just never talk about the city girls again. You don't got to, every time you talk about them, they want to argue with you. Stop giving them promotion. Caesar Pena brother running up on Joe Budden. You seen that? No, I didn't. Somebody please send me that clip. We're going to make a video about it today. Caesar Pena and his whole family need to go take a seat. Y'all need to go take a seat. Y'all wanted to be part of this. Y'all wanted to be part of this type of culture. All right? Good morning, my brother. Y'all wanted to be part of this. You wanted to be part. No, I know Caesar wanted to be part of this. Why else would he go hook up with DJ Envy? You wanted to be part of this. You wanted to be one of those figures that once shit go left, niggas talking about you all day. You wanted to be part of this. Don't run now. Don't go send people. That's like dude that showed up at my fucking page yelling his name out all day on my page, and then as soon as shit got working for him, now he got people asking me to stop saying his name. Nigga, we wouldn't even know your name. You said it. Just something to reflect on. We wouldn't even know your name. You said it. I was busy, and if y'all remember the day that happened, I just want to point this out. I was busy saying, I don't even want to tell y'all this dude's name. And while I'm busy saying, good morning, my brother. All right? While I'm busy telling y'all, I don't even want to say this guy's name. He pulls up in the chat and drops his name. A couple of y'all was here. Now all of a sudden he mad if he don't, he told me he don't want me to say his name because now he don't got nowhere to live or some shit. I'm not trying to harp on the thing. I'm just trying to expose or explain. In any regard. This is weirdos. People, Caesar wanted to be a part of this type of life. This is a different life, fam. When you go places and people know who you are off the rip. Morning, my brother. Morning, my sister. Morning. This is a different type of life, fam. Where you could just go places, people know who you are. You don't really got privacy. It could be a blessing and it could be a curse. Good morning. All right. Right now for Caesar, it's a curse because he wanted this life. He doesn't get busted and probably get in trouble if he never links up with DJ Envy, and DJ Envy and them don't do some of the stuff that DJ Envy was doing. They probably don't even get caught. They probably live in, not caught yet. Good morning. Love that code.
Thank you.
They probably go like another 4 or 5 years without anybody getting caught. DJ Envy is the idiot that decided he wanted to argue with people about how good of a businessman he is. Shout out to the Art of D Glass putting the Cash App in the chat. Tune says, throw stones, hide your hands. When shit get, yeah. That dude was running around, and I'm not trying to, yeah, but that's, anyway. But yeah, that's what dude was doing. Dude was running around here. You know how many people think I'm a bad person? Because of what dude was doing. Now, as soon as he falls on any type of hard times, he want to forget about all of the evil he did. Nigga, you in the situation you in because you was doing evil. Good morning. You in the situation you in because you was doing evil. Think about that part. Think about all of the good you could have been doing instead of attacking me for no damn reason. Because I ain't did shit to you. Think about all the good you could have been doing. Good morning. Okay. Have a blessed day. It's the smile. It's the smile. I said good morning to her with a regular face, and then I smiled. That's why her good morning was delayed. It's the smile. Yeah, so I'm not mad at dude or nothing like that because I've been telling y'all before, I don't have no actual beef with the situation. The shit worked out perfect for me. He's mad for whatever the reason he is. Shout out to that guy. Let's not talk about that, though. Let's not talk about that, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, karma's real. Of course karma's real. Look at all the good things that happen to me. Constant good things happen to me. Blessings fall out of the damn sky right and left. Blessings fall out of the sky right and left for me, fam. If you don't know how true that is, I've been living somewhere for about 2.5 years where there has been a concerted effort put forward to destroy my life. And God protected me. And now we still here. I didn't do anything but stay still and accept God's protection. That's it. I didn't go out and do anything. I just accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior and that He's the only path to God. And I accepted and had faith that God would deliver for me. That's it. That's it. I didn't do anything. Why you think they be so mad? Because fuck shit be happening to them, so they think I'm doing something. I didn't do anything, fam. That's your own karma hitting you. I didn't do anything. I got my own shit to worry about. I'm trying to figure. I'm over here thinking. We got 65 people here. Could we get the 35 likes? Could we hit the like button? Could we probably get up to 100 people in the chat today? I'd appreciate that. That's what's on my mind. I'm not doing nothing. I don't plan on doing anything to these people. I'm not doing nothing to these people. I don't plan on it. Morning. All right. Yeah, I don't plan on it. Whatever the hell is happening to them, that's God's doing, fam. Whatever's happening to those people, that's God's doing. It ain't mine. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Come on, let's go. Anybody buying me coffee this morning? I can use some coffee. Anybody buying me coffee this morning? I can use some coffee. If y'all want to go for a walk, bacon, egg, and cheese. Y'all make the decision. What y'all trying to do? Or we stay here. There's no consequence. Kids. Kids. Yeah, just stay still, man. God can't bless us while we doing too much moving. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to stay still so your blessings get hit. Boom. Huh. Feels like something wild is about to happen. Got a dude over here with an Into the Woods shirt on. It's a t-shirt. I'm feeling really overdressed. With the chicletas. I'm feeling he's minding his business. I'm just making jokes. What's up? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Y'all want to hear jokes or y'all want a serious content? Serious conversation. Y'all want to hear jokes or y'all want a serious conversation? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to talk about? Good morning. All right, so fuck it. It's up to me. What videos I made yesterday? Y'all know? Did that guy who deleted the father and son erase himself? No. So the situation that happened with the dude that unalived the father and son, the police. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So what happened was this. The police ended up. So I keep telling y'all about the new technology that exists that the police use. I've been telling y'all about this technology for like the last 6 or 7 years. The retina technology, like they can just drive past you in the car if you want it. They can stop and pick you up if they want. Tons of different shit. Anyway, so they have to jump off with the plate reader. So basically, he went past a place where they was reading plates at. They read his plate, and so the police then went to engage with him. At that point, he had a knife, and he lunged at them with a knife after about a 15-minute conversation, and then they unalived him. So basically, and this is what I thought, when the situation happened, when he unalived the father and son, he emptied the clip on them. He didn't have no more bullets left. He emptied the whole gun on those people. And now, this is the point that I'm trying to make. We got to understand that there's spirits and demons and shit like that is real, fam. And people be having this shit in them. And when they can't control your emotions, what you think that is? When your emotions get the best of you, what do you think that is? If you believe in God, but you don't believe in angels? Morning, my brother. Very happy that was the acapella and not the actual music. But listen, pay attention. You believe in God, you believe in Satan, but you don't believe in spirits, you don't believe in angels, in any regard. What do you think that is when you can't control your emotions? What do you think that is? So I wouldn't be, and you want to know when we're most susceptible to be able to have these type of issues? When we're under distress. That's why I keep trying to say, keep people from around you that's always trying to keep you miserable. Stay away from situations that don't work for you. Because when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you're miserable, that's allowing for thoughts that are not necessarily your thoughts to happen. You don't believe me? Go talk to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but a psychologist. One studies people, one studies, it's different. Psychologist and psychiatrist is different. Psychologist is the study. Psychiatrist more works with people. But go talk to a psychologist. They'll tell you. Whenever you're upset, angry, depressed, you're more susceptible for suggestion. So you're basically more susceptible to be having thoughts that aren't yours because you're more susceptible to suggestion. Go have a conversation with a psychologist, man. You don't got to take my word for it, even though I'm giving you a class. I'm teaching you a thing, but you don't got to take my word for it. I'm telling you to go ask around. But I'm 100% teaching you a thing. Yeah? All right? But go ask about it, though. Don't take my word for it. Go do your research. Get a second opinion. But I'm 100% telling you a thing that's real. Why do you think I keep saying keep people from around you that constantly got negative things to say? Keep people from around you that always want to talk shit about other people. All of that energy disrupts our ability to work well as a human being. All of that energy moves us away from God. So homeboy, he had a situation. When you seen him go, when they showed when he walked up, good morning. They showed when he walked up to the stairs, you could see his face. He already had a design. He shot that dude in the back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, love that sweater. She got a Neapolitan sweater on, fam. Sweater is dope though. And it is Neapolitan. What up, Ken Thompson? Salute. So yeah, so that dude was running around with all of that anger in him, all of that upsetness in him. Good morning. Excellent. So he wasn't able to think right. He shot that man in the back and then hit that man in the back and then hit his son and emptied the clip, fam. The fact that he emptied the clip is the proof that he wasn't there. What's up, my brother? All right. The fact he emptied the clip is the fact that you could know he wasn't there. That wasn't even necessary. He wasn't there, fam. He wasn't there. Okay. Have a blessed day. He wasn't there, fam. Okay.
Peace, my brother. Peace.
All right.
Peace,
All right. How you doing today? Good?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm on the move, but I'm good, bro. Right. I see you every day. That's why I send my love.
Appreciate you. He just wanted me to pay attention to him because he's walking around counting money in his hand.
Well, you have your TikTok.
I mean, that might not be the reason, but I don't carry cash, so what would I know? Shish! This shit is gonna break one of these days, all the way. All right, we got 77%, so I'm gonna leave it for a second so I don't have to hassle with this shit. I'm gonna keep this in my hand so I don't remember, I don't forget. You know what? Let me be quiet. I'm busy saying something about that guy. He was being polite. I'm just really cynical nowadays, that's all. I'm just really cynical. Let me apologize. That wasn't nice. That wasn't polite. That wasn't right. I'm just really cynical. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. It's really cynical right now. I feel bad. I'm gonna apologize to that guy if he walked past us again. I feel bad now. That guy walked past us again. I'm gonna apologize to him. Anyway, I dropped a 10-minute video on it. Go check it out. I dropped a video on this yesterday. Go check it out. Also, don't forget to go to our community section and vote. We got votes in our community section. Don't forget to go to our community section and vote. What time is it? And if you are enjoying any aspect of the show, you can always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Freaking, nah, but dude was, he had been, see, this is the point that I want to find out. Did the family that lived there before that family, did they have an issue with dude downstairs? Because I think this could have just been a situation where dude downstairs could have just had an issue with whoever was living above him. Because those people were living there for like a year. They've only was living there for like a year before all of this happened. So I wouldn't doubt that the dude that lived downstairs, he just, you know, maybe the floors was thin. You know, maybe he just was miserable. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe he was miserable. Like, I don't know about y'all, but if you ever live with a miserable person, they complain whenever you doing anything. They complain whenever you making any noises. They complain whenever they hear you being happy. Like if you ever, I've lived with a miserable person before. They complain about everything. Dude could have just been miserable. You know how many of our problems we have in good morning. You know how many of our problems we have in the world because we just got miserable people? Why do you think I say good morning to people in the morning so much? Good morning. I just be trying to share some happiness. I think I say good morning. I just be trying to share happiness. That's why I don't never care if a person don't say good morning back. It's fine. It's cool. I say good morning to you. I shared my happiness with you. What's it like being locked up with prisoners? Oh, living with a damn miserable person. It's the worst, man. It's the worst. It's one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life, and and I'm not capping. It's terrible. If you know, you know. So, dude could have just been a miserable person, complaining about the people upstairs, even when there wasn't nothing to complain about. He probably thought he was supposed to be able to hear complete silence. What up, Washington Marker? He probably thought he was supposed to be able to hear complete silence whenever he was home. That's probably what he thought. That when he's in his house, it's supposed to be completely silent, and if there's any noises being made at all, then those people are being too loud, and there's a problem. That could have been the situation, fam. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, brother.
All right. That could have been the situation. Good morning. Remember, miserable people are always trying to control other people. I'm going to say this again. When people are miserable, usually they're trying to control other people, what other people can and can't do. Because a lot of being miserable has to do with feeling like you don't have any effect over the things that's happening to you. You understand? Like a lot of people are miserable because they don't feel like they could affect the environment around them. Good morning. How y'all doing today? All right, chilling. Okay. So they feel like, they feel powerless. That's why they're miserable. So since they feel powerless, they want you to feel powerless. You understand? That's literally why they're miserable. Huh. Morning, my brother. All right. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, stop enabling these haters. When somebody is trying to get you to help you do some bad or negative thing to another person, why would you help them? Why would you want to make the world a worse place? Why would you want to make another human being miserable? Why would you want to make another human being sad? Why would you want to make another human being upset? I don't understand these principles. I do understand doing something and then you're not trying to get anybody angry. You're not trying to get anybody upset, but you just do something and then somebody still gets angry and upset. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when people are actively doing a thing to try to get an emotion out of another individual which makes them uncomfortable. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that. Why would you help somebody? Good morning. Okay. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Why would you try to help somebody be miserable? Good morning, my brother. All right. Have a blessed day. Like, why would you do that? That's why I keep trying to tell you, I'm different, fam. I don't understand half of what y'all doing because it don't make sense to me. And it's backwards. It's like we're constantly, as a people, working against our best interests. As a community, not even as a people. Because there's a lot of different types of people that live in the hood. It's not just black people or a Spanish-speaking origin. It's not just Caribbean people. It's not just Eastern European people. It's everybody. We all live here. Asian people. Good morning. We all live here. Have a blessed day. I am not your friend that's gonna go help you hurt another person's life just because. I'm not that guy. Huh. Let's see how this turns out. So I want to talk about, put it in the chat. That dude ain't here no more. He took away a father and the next in line. He took away the firstborn and the father. He took away both of the people who were supposed to take care of the family. He decimated a family. He killed the father and he killed the oldest son. And what I'm saying is he did a horrible thing. But what I'm also saying is this is what the community is creating. Y'all got people that run around your community, run around all of these communities that don't do anything but force the hate amongst people. And then that person go and they hurt somebody else. You got people in the community that don't do anything at all but go around trying to get everybody to hate on everybody else, and then they sit back and watch the carnage. Good morning. That's the main thing. That's literally one of our main staples of conversation over here. That yes, that person that did that terrible thing needs to be held accountable. But there was steps that led to this. We need to also work on preventing those steps that lead to these tragedies from happening. Good morning. That part. All right, you too, my brother. I promise you, there's somebody involved in this situation that was talking to that dude that did that terrible thing on more than one occasion and was making him feel like he was in the right. I promise you, there was somebody that probably thought it was funny that when that dude complained about those people, they made jokes. They busy encourage the behavior. I promise you. Good morning. I promise you. Because that's one of the worst things about our society. There's a lot of beautiful things, but there's things that aren't beautiful. And that's one of the things that's not beautiful. That people spend so much time being angry at one another and not enough time praising one another. That people spend so much time with negativity and not enough time with love. That's one of the biggest problems in our community, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Good morning. Okay. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. terrible situation, man. A man felt he did what he thought he had to do. Stop pressing niggas. That's all I can tell people. Homie came out of his house. He had scissors in his hands. He was about 2 times the other dude's size. The dude that had the gun, you could tell he wasn't in shape. He wasn't about no fight in life. He wasn't in shape. What was he gonna be able to do? Just keeping it a stack. He came out, 2 times the dude's size, had scissors in his hands. Dude shot him in the back. That's some coward shit. You gonna say what it is? But dude came out of his house arguing with a dude. He had a weapon in his hand. I don't know, how do you feel about that? His wife grabbed him. Women, stop getting involved when dudes is about to fight. When you grab your man, that gives the other guy the advantage. He probably don't get shot in the back if her husband don't grab her. I'm just saying what's a fact, man. If she don't grab her husband, he don't get shot in the back. Maybe he still get hit, but it happens a different way. Not in the back. She grabbed him, and that automatically made it a 2-on-1. Just telling you what it is. Gotta stop grabbing people. Don't grab people, man. You can yell, don't fight. Yell that shit all you want. Try to convince all you want. But once you grab your man, now that's a 2-on-1. And he don't want to hurt you. So now he's having a 2-on-1. And one of the people that he's having the 2-on-1 with, he's treating them with kid gloves because he don't want you to get hurt. You putting your man at a disadvantage. That was just a tragedy all the way around. That's all. That was just a tragedy all the way around. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What we at? 11:19. Good morning.
All right.
So what else y'all want to talk about? I don't want to end the show yet. I'm gonna go walk. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I'm about to do. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I think I'm about to end the live. I'm not 100% sure. What up, Trojan man? Salute. I think I'm... Morning. Never get that part. I think I'm about to end the show. I don't know. Anything y'all want to talk about? If there's still something y'all want to discuss, we'll stay a little bit longer. If not, I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Anything else y'all want to discuss? Put it in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Anything else y'all want to discuss? Put it in the chat. I'm over here thinking about, I think we're just gonna walk. I think y'all done for the day, right? There's nothing else y'all want to talk about, right? I'm trying to decide which direction I'm gonna walk in. I walk that direction. I basically got a 2.5 mile walk back in there and back. Said LeBron is playing at a high level. I saw a game he was playing in yesterday. I thought he was killing. I'm gonna agree. I'm agree. He's playing at a pretty high level. But also you gotta remember, just to be fair, LeBron doesn't play 72 game seasons, right? He don't do that, right? He don't play 82 game seasons, right? LeBron play like 60 game seasons, man. All right, let's be fair. He play like 50 game seasons. Let's be fair. All right? So he also has, he spends something like $1 million on his body every year to stay in shape. So he should be. But I saw him yesterday. I saw some clips of the game from yesterday. And no, he looked good. He looked good. I don't know what to say. I've always been a bigger fan of. Hey, what's up?
Hello?
What the fuck? They was trying to do some kind of game or some shit. Because the nigga was saying hello, hello into his phone, dumb loud, and then looking right at me. The fuck was that about? Dude, not you probably. Have a blessed day. Dude, LeBron James, with all fairness, he doesn't play 82 game seasons. How many games in the season? 82, right? He doesn't play 82 game seasons, man. He play like 50 game seasons, man. With all due respect. So I cannot look at LeBron James and say 21 years, 21 years, yes, he's 21-year career, and that's applaudable. But he's not playing. There's only been 4 MVPs to play 80 to play the whole season. Right? There's only been 4 MVPs that played the whole season. Jordan did it once. Kevin Garnett did it once. Tim Duncan did it once, I think. And there was another guy. I can't care. Oh, fuck. Oh, shoot. The cops just pulled up somewhere. But they got some dude walking down the block playing fucking. So I was holding my finger over the mic so I don't get the music. I was holding my finger over the mic so I don't get the music. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk. Sheesh. I'm sure you got fatty. Yeah, I didn't want to get the music. I was holding my finger over the mic. The Citizens app, you mean to run around and try to find crime when it's happening? No, I don't have that app, nor do I want to have that app. That doesn't look like something. I'm not doing that. We're not crime busters, man. What the fuck? If we see something happening, we'll, all right? Chilling. If we see something happening, but we're not crime busters. I'm not trying to solve no crimes and shit like that. Part of my language, yes. I just know my job, part of me. I just know my job. That's just not part of my job. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, with all due respect. They've been trying to tell people that I'm out here trying to solve crimes. Them dudes was trying to get me taken out, for real, for real. I don't know if they did that around here, but I know they did that where I was at somewhere else. Man, nah, I'm not trying to. I'm not busting people. I'm not trying to figure out crimes. If something's happening while we're walking past, I'll do my duty as a citizen and film it, because you don't never know. The police gonna be conducting themselves appropriately or whatever the case might be. You don't never know. I'll do my citizen's duty, my duty as a citizen. But for the most part, nah, I'm not out here trying to. That's not even. We're not on that energy. That's not safe. Also, I've been on the other side of stuff enough to know that sometimes a crime isn't what you think it is, Sometimes, to the outside world, it looks like this person is doing this, crime, but it's survival, People just trying to survive. So, nah, I'm not going to be searching out, trying to find what people are trying to survive. Some of the shit is just crimes, but sometimes people are just trying to survive, man. You don't never know. You don't never know. You'd be surprised. All right? Never know. But nah, LeBron, pretty good game. They beat the Clippers, right? I saw a post, and it was like across the street. So I saw a post, and it basically said, LeBron doesn't shake Russ's hand. LeBron wasn't nowhere near Russ. LeBron was shaking everybody's hand. Russ was all the way at the other end of the fucking court. So, fam, stop. LeBron didn't do anything. We're not doing that. Anyway, I'm about to let y'all go. I'm gonna run into this store, pick me up lunch or whatever, get back to the crib, and then figure it out from there. Figure out what I'm gonna be doing from there. I'm gonna try to put out more than 2 videos. The problem is I'm just using my phone, so my phone, and I live all the way in Coney Island, so my reception, they need to put more towers out here, so shit. So my reception just isn't that well, so it just takes forever for the damn thing to upload. And I mean, I can't put like 4 full-length videos on my phone at one time. So I'm trying to navigate it. We should get 2 out today, but we're gonna try to get more than 2. So we're gonna try to work a little bit earlier than we have been. But we might do another live. I actually was thinking about playing basketball today if it got warm enough. If I was just gonna shoot around by myself, I was gonna just do it inside of Seagate. But if I was thinking about actually playing with somebody, I was probably gonna go come out to Kaiser. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that yet. In any regard, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Everybody have a blessed day. Go out there and do something worth doing, fam. Like, it's okay to be a good person. Like, being a good person don't make you a sucker. It don't make you a chump. It don't mean anything's bad about you. You're just a good person. It's okay to be a good person. Don't let people trick you into thinking that you can't be a good person. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with loving God. There's nothing wrong with that. We have a center over here, but I don't know if it's still, like, they was renovating it or something. I don't know. They got this other thing that I used to go to, but that was like $15 for like 2 or 3 hours or some shit. You gotta pay for that. We have the other place I used to go. But morning, my brother. All right. But I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. But I was thinking about playing basketball. Cause you can't play no serious basketball inside the Seagate, because the dudes that play in there, they just ruin the game. Like, they just ruin the game. Like, they're not even there to play. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I can't even explain it. This is terrible players. Like, just ruin the game. Anyway, so if I'm I don't know. I'm gonna see how it work out. But I'm not doing nothing if I can't get at least a couple of videos out. If I can't get a couple of videos out, we ain't doing nothing. With that being said, I love y'all. Everybody have a blessed day. Go out there, do something worth doing in the world, man. Like, you can be a good person. There's nothing wrong with that. There's gonna be people that's gonna hate you for being a good person, but screw them. Right? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gate. Hashtag Bronx Moments. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.